I remember, like many Canadians do, the 100-meter finals in Atlanta. It's something that I probably relive every day, and I get asked about it quite a bit. Coming into Atlanta, I was the world champion, and I guess there was a lot of expectations, and I understood that. I got to the big show. I was at the place. I was at the holy grail of sport. It was the Olympics. I understood sort of what that meant before I got there. The guys that were there, they were looking to beat me, and they were looking to beat me at the highest level also. So when I got to the finals, I knew that I was ready mentally and physically, and I knew it was one of those times that your body and mind, at least my body and mind, was in sync. You know, it started off a little rough just because there was a few false starts, and I think that your opponents try to shake you off your game. When the gun finally went, I had the worst start of my life, and it was just really a crazy time. And I thought of I could panic, I could, try and mess up and realize I was already down. So what I needed to do was press on, relax. It was very important for me to stay calm if my plan was to win, and all I had to do was execute the things I'd learned, and I can calmly say now that I did those things, but definitely was one of the worst starts of my life. I was the sixth guy out of the blocks. I recognized that my top speed was faster than anybody else in the field. And I did it. So, at 70 meters, I knew I won. It was really, a situation where I was deciding whether or not I should panic, celebrate too early, decelerate too fast, lose the race, all of those things. All of these things were going through my mind. But one of the great things about that race is crossing the line, looking to my right, seeing the Canadian flag in the stands, and people just totally excited. In my mind, it's still quiet. So you can actually hear a pin drop in my mind. And when you pass the line, you look at the audience, and then the volume turns on again. You realize that you've electrified the stadium, and I see the Canadian flag, and I turn and I look back to my left at the clock and realize that I broke the Canadian record and the world record. It's definitely one of the greatest feelings that I've ever had, and it's definitely one of the proudest moments that I've ever had in my life. And one of the things I'm reminded of every day when I see fans around the globe, and especially Canadian fans and also Jamaican fans, is that they remind me about where they were and what they were doing. So again, it was amazing.